So they would match up to.
You seen their new sportsbook?
$250.
Sorry.
They match up to like I think $250.
And
then they had a sister casino app website or whatever that do the same thing. So my buddy told me to get on, put $500 on each.
Yeah.
And just bet on the same game between the two things. Well, he's like, you can easily get you just go to the app store. The Rivers has a, app on there.
Yeah.
Couldn't find it. He came back from Vegas a week later, told me how to do it. And he's like, oh yeah, by the way, they fixed the loophole, so you're fucked. Damn it.
Have you seen the new sportsbook? They redid it. It used to be near the concession stand. Now it's in the center of the casino. It's really cool looking.
I've been getting a casino itch lately.
Yeah, we have to go down there soon, well.
Yeah.
Play some craps.
I bet 5 cents and won $8. And I was like, ratio wise, if I would have bet like
$100?
yeah, about $100, yeah.
Yeah, I haven't played craps in a while. No, I'm kind of stuck because I won last time, so.
Yeah. So yesterday, I don't know why I tried this, but I had all the mini liquor bottles from Easter, from Sean's mom, from our Easter egg hunt.
Yeah.
And I've been mixing them all day. Like I started off with like Bailey's in the coffee, and then I did like 3 things of.
Is this a day off or a day you go to work?
It was yesterday.
Okay.
Saturday.
Just making sure.
No.
I just thought I'd try mini bottles
Best
of
way
liquor all
to
day.
start your work day.
I had nothing to do all day, so I was just kind of putzing around in her apartment, and I got to the last bottle, and of course it's Jaeger, and I'm looking at it, and I'm like, what the fuck am I don't know if this will mix well with the pineapple cranberry, and I was like,
Oh, no, dude.
Just take that straight.
Jaeger pineapple cranberry.
and I was like, well, let me try this. So I was like, let me try a cup of coffee with it. No,
Those are very.
It was
What?
Black licorice tasting like
You drank things from 3 completely different parts of the world.
I thought it would taste
That's disgusting.
I thought,
The only time that's ever worked is pizza. Pizza that's from all over the world.
like pineapple.
No,
do you
the
like-
pizza itself is not an Italian traditional. Everybody thinks pizza is an Italian dish. It's not. Tomatoes didn't exist until Christopher Columbus went to the Americas. The pizza did not exist until Christopher Columbus connected the whole world.
The pie part.
That's why we have Columbus.
They did the white sauce,
Yeah.
right? They just did garlic white sauce, right?
Pizza was not a thing until after, what was it, 1492?
Columbus sailed the ocean blue.
Yeah, people always say that, like that's going to help you remember it. 1492, Columbus sailed the ocean blue. The number 2 rhymes with blue, doesn't matter what the numbers come before. I could say 1372, Columbus sailed the ocean blue. It's a stupid way to remember it.
I'm just gonna start saying, 1902, Columbus sailed the ocean blue.
It'd be a different world we're living in right now.
Some don't believe that though, so it's all right.
Right? That would be like, it rhymes. It must be.
You're so smart, Bobby.
But welcome to the Hangover Hangout Podcast. We'll be posting this episode raw and uncut live to you. TZ's not here today. He said he was
It's like just because you don't want to edit the podcast.
pretty much.
Okay.
I don't.
Because they can't.
It's not.
TJ's not here.
No, that's not true.
He's
I don't
got-
want to wait for TZ to edit it. I
He's
just want
got
to
an
post it.
important thing to do today. He's meeting his girlfriend's parents.
Yeah, and I said his lady. Shannon said, I didn't know he had a girlfriend. I said, well, he talked about it the last episode, but he referred to her as a lady friend. And Shannon just sort of giggled. I said, lady friend, don't snicker. I've called you lady friend before. She's like, what, me? I said, yeah. I said, it's probably the most polite way to say this chick I'm fucking. You know what I mean?
What's the cookie? That's like lady something.
Lady fingers?
Is it fingers? Okay.
Lady looks.
There's an apple called a pink lady. That's one of my favorite apples.
How do you rank your apples?
Oh, there's a lot of information you need to know about apples, Bobby. Like the Red Delicious, it's like plasticky. Don't mess with that. The Honeycrisp, it was made in a lab. Don't no. The
What about golden?
golden what?
Golden apple.
Golden delicious.
Golden
Gold Delicious. Yeah.
Yeah.
Golden apple. I think is like something from a video game or something. Gold Delicious. They're okay.
Fallout.
No.
What is it?
Fuck, but someone he has the thing that comes out of his arm. Assassin's Creed.
Oh yeah,
Golden
Assassin's
apple.
Creed.
Oh,
Yeah,
is it?
yeah. Okay. I couldn't. Yeah, good. But what else? Granny Smith baking apples.
Sour.
No bite into those.
They're sour.
Yeah, I mean I like sour, so I bite into sometimes. But
Every once in a while. Yeah.
your best apple is a Fuji apple.
Mm.
Pink Ladies are pretty good, but Fuji's I'd say is your best bet. Red Delicious throws you off. To me, it's tasteless.
delicious.
It's just sweet. There's no extra apple flavor. It's like I don't know, and the consistency is very kind of like sandy.
Yeah.
Consistency to me is one of the most important things.
What would you say the apples were at Boozle? Because those things were just like plain like
Red Delicious.
They were like skin and then nothing.
Yeah, they were basically like wax. Yeah, those
Yeah.
are Red Delicious. That's what dining halls make for college kids around the country.
I was telling Wade that one time in college, Boozle had the donut burger.
Oh yeah.
Because they make fun of me because I tried the Cheetos sandwich from KFC. But, and then, I took like 2 bites into the donut burger and I was like, no, it's just too much. Like,
It is too much. Have you ever had a goober burger though? I think that's what they call it.
goober.
And they made those at Boozle. It was like a burger, no cheese, with bacon and then peanut butter. Sounds gross. I'm telling you, not bad at all.
Someone was telling me at work, they
I
said,
feel like cheese would be bad with it, but they did no cheese and
peanut
bacon.
butter.
Yeah.
Yeah, but yeah,
someone at work was telling me about a PB&J burger. And I was like, no,
no jelly. I don't.
it's too.
But peanut butter, I was impressed with because peanut butter doesn't always just have to be sweet. You can get like regular organic peanut butter. I mean, Jif is that kind of stuff with extra sugar is delicious. But like regular organic kind of peanut butter is good stuff, and that's what they use in like Thai food. You ever have pad Thai?
Yeah.
Usually they use like peanut butter, like organic, no sugar added peanut butter in that.
Are you a smooth or crunchy man?
It depends.
Okay. Like if you're gonna make a PB&J, what are you gonna?
Usually crunchy with the
Okay.
PB&J, but like if I'm gonna, like here's one of my favorite snacks as a kid. You get a banana, you open up a jar of Jif, which by the way, I'm gonna tell you right now, I'm not a guy who's usually a slave to brands, but when it comes to peanut butter, I get this straight from my dad, Jif only.
Yeah.
Do not get Peter Pan, do not get Skippy, only Jif.
If you buy Peter Pan,
I'll get
Peanut butter.
I'll get off-brand peanut butter from baking with it, but that's
That's
about it.
that's actually a tongue twister there. Peter Pan, peanut butter.
Peter Pan, peanut butter.
Just for you.
Drink some more of that whiskey, Brody.
But yeah, I got this from my dad too. One of my favorite snacks. You take a banana, and you take like a spoon or a knife, and you put a wad of peanut butter on it, and you just take a bite, and each bite you put a little bit of peanut butter on it.
Why don't you just?
You got that from your dad.
I don't know.
That's what he does. Probably.
There's 2
I'm told-
There's 2
Secret
people in the
family
world
recipe
that
that's passed down.
I'm
2
told
people in the world that do that. Brent and Zeb Carbone.
I've told people that I do that, and they're like, "What? That's so weird."
Shit, he should write a cookbook.
Hey man, genius. Peanut butter banana sandwiches.
Nikki says I'm such a good cook, but I just follow the instructions. I don't know if that classifies being a good cook. It's just following the instructions very well.
It means you're a boring cook.
Okay.
You just follow the instructions. You got to add your own flavor to it.
That sounds wrong. Gotta add your own flavor.
My own flavor is bacon grease that I've saved up. Added to pretty much everything.
Well, we figured out what happens when you leave Bobby to his own devices. He puts Jägermeister in coffee with
Oh,
pineapple juice.
Yeah.
just Jaeger.
Probably best
coffee?
that he follows the directions.
I didn't tell her I did that, so that's probably what she said.
Just Jaeger and coffee might be okay. I
I
wouldn't
don't
like it
think so.
because I don't like Jaeger to begin with. I only drank it because those
I was
fuckers drank it in college.
I was
It was like
thinking
the thing to do.
I was thinking it was gonna be like like licorice and then like like licorice coffee. And then I was like, no, it just soured.
And that was like where you were like, yeah, it sounds good. Let me
Yeah,
put it.
no, I like
Licorice coffee?
licorice
Yeah.
is gross.
And
to
it's
begin
black
with.
licorice too. And black licorice is the worst kind of licorice.
Well,
Fuck you.
I got halfway through the cup and then I had to pour it out. But
You got halfway through. You should just.
You should have just
Muscle
looked at
through
that
it.
little bottle and said, how can I drink this so it tastes good? Just
Yeah.
down the hatch.
Mix it with
Yeah,
some Red
drink it
Bull or
straight,
something.
You just sit at her house all day while she works. Just wait for her to come out.
That was
Yeah.
Bobby's Saturday. His girlfriend went to work. He stayed home.
Well,
He
What a
drank
guy.
himself until he wasn't bored anymore.
she worked. She made a point a while ago. She's like, I always come and visit you when like you have work during the day. I'm like, yeah, I don't ask you to. I didn't mean it like that, but it was just like she made a point that it's not always convenient for her to like sit around all day. And I was like, yeah, I guess that's fair. And with her working retail, it's gonna overlap. You know,
Yeah. Fuck retail, dude.
it's just a job. Good catch.
Did you see the
Oh, the
Steelers fight?
the Mason Rudolph hit
Yeah.
with the helmet.
Did you see all the juicy memes that came out of it?
They were
The memes are the best thing that came out of that.
Did you see the one where the dude took Rudolph and they just like caved his head in? It was like, yeah, he's doing all right.
Did you see the one where Hillary Clinton smashing the helmet into
Oh yeah.
Epstein's head?
What do you think of that entire sequence of events?
Just a fight. I think Rudolph was probably a dick. Did you see?
He tried to like grab his helmet.
They did it frame by frame. He kicked him in the balls.
He
took
grabbed
the
his
cleat.
balls. He grabbed his balls and twisted.
Yeah. See.
Yeah.
No.
He did that later when he eventually threw the helmet.
Was this after that he got hit in the head with the
Well,
helmet?
no, right before he got hit in the head with the helmet, he was reaching for his balls, and it was just like, and you could see his face, like he's like, there's an angle where it's like,
Say, oh yeah, grab him. Yeah. Oh yeah. See, that's I get it. We're all Steelers fans here, or at least we all live in Pittsburgh. But there's no way someone would do that kind of thing on the field where they know they're going to be on camera and just be like he had to have instigated it somehow.
It was instigated. I don't think Rudolph's innocent, but like taking your helmet and trying to repeatedly
Right.
If a
smash
dude
them.
grabbed your balls and twisted them,
Yeah.
you would want to cause damage to that person, no matter,
Yeah, but like,
no matter
you're
who's
right.
watching.
my thing about it was like, it's just no one in that play made the right decision.
Or Pouncey did.
No, not Pouncey, the other guy.
The guy that tackled him.
Yeah, the guy who took him down to the ground.
Yeah.
The guy who took him down to the ground was just damage control. He wasn't trying to hurt
Pouncey came over and tried to curb stop.
Yeah, Pouncey's the one who's like, I want to. He was kicking.
Pouncey
him
went
shit.
straight back to the hood.
My dad said, good thing Bill DeWaver wasn't there. He would have just like manhandled him, mauled him apart.
And for the commentators that are like, we have never seen this ever before. There's a fist fight every season.
Like, fist fight's different than taking
Yeah,
your
this is
helmet
different.
back
Like,
to
that's
someone.
using
That
a
could have
weapon.
killed. Yeah, that could have killed.
Like, you ever see the corners and the wide receivers where, like, one play they just start punching each other in the
They
face?
smack each other in the helmet, but they don't take their helmet off and
Yeah.
beat someone over.
Yeah, it's a little
That
bit
had-
different.
There's a difference there.
I like how Vontae Burfict was chiming in, and that's the last thing Miles Garrett wants. He's probably like, no, like it's like OJ when he chimes in on.
Hello, Twitter world. I just wanted to talk to you today. There's a lot of good movies out. It's like, you killed people. That's all anybody ever thinks about when they see your face.
That and White Broncos.
It's like doesn't Crosby or what's his name? Bill Crosby. Doesn't he have like,
Cosby. No R.
yeah, Cosby.
Yeah.
Yeah, fuck off.
Yeah.
Doesn't he have like a barbershop show? Like or something that he streams?
I thought he was in prison.
He is in
Dude,
prison
Bill-
for the rest
Bill-
of his life.
Yeah, Bill Cosby's old as
Ron
shit, too.
James is a barbershop show.
There's someone.
You know, Bobby, one's a basketball player, one
yeah.
rapes multiple
Yeah.
women. You know, it's very easy to confuse them.
I was
One's
shocked.
like 85 years old, one's like 30 something.
Well, it's his receding hairline that gets it
It's
first.
literally the only thing they have in common.
on the drive down here, I was showing Shannon some EDM songs. I was like, "Oh, this person's a DJ," and I was like, "Did you know Shaq is actually EDM DJ?" And she's
Yeah.
like, "Shaq, like the guy from Shark Week?" And Sean and I were like, "Yes, Shaq, the guy from Shark Week. That's the one we're talking about. That is his most memorable thing."
Also known for his little stint in the NBA.
And the NBA, probably one of the most hilarious people to speak on SportsCenter and
He
shit.
did have a movie where he was a genie.
Yeah, he did. No.
Yeah.
he did.
That was.
It was like, or maybe it was.
No, he was a genie.
It was
That was Sinbad, I thought.
He was a genie.
That's one of the butterfly effect things. Everybody thinks it was Sinbad. No, Shaq played Steel.
He wasn't
From
Shazam.
DC Comics. No, he wasn't Shazam.
Kazam.
What? Cousin Shaq genie.
No, look, Kazam, 1996, fantasy / comedy.
Shaq or Sinbad?
Shaq. A genie named Kazam, Shaquille O'Neal, has been sealed up for 1,000 years
I'm
until
telling you,
one
that's
day.
a butterfly effect thing.
He's Googling it.
I'm looking at it.
Yeah.
I'm looking at the
No, it was
interweb.
Sinbad.
It's coming from IMDb.
Do you know the butterfly effect?
I do.
Yeah. Do you know that children's book with all the bears and they had a family? And do you remember their name? Started with a B.
The Brownstein Bears.
No.
Bernstein.
It's Bernstein.
I read
It's Bernstein.
Those are some of
Look
my
it up.
favorite.
It's Bernstein.
I have-
Everyone remembers Bernstein. If you look it up, it's spelled Bernstein. Bernstein Bears.
I have some of those books at home. Those are some
Bullshit.
of my favorite.
Yeah, go look at those books, and it says Berenstain. They're like, I hop to a different dimension.
I always thought it was nice because, like, my last name's Brown. Like, they're brown bears. And so, I don't know.
Yep.
I was like 5.
Do you feel that affinity with everything that's brown? Wow, look at my shit. I'm gonna miss it as it goes down the toilet because it's brown and my last name is Brown. Great, Bobby. I would love to see what the inside of your head is like. Do you know what TZ said when he was editing all our last episode?
What?
He said, I swear to God, every time Bobby tries to form a thought, he takes about 2 to 3 seconds of complete and utter silence, or maybe just sort of like, and then he starts talking. It's so annoying to cut that out every time Bobby's talking.
He should just leave it in.
That's what we're going to do. This is going to be the uncut episode.
I'm sorry, TZ.
No, you're not.
Oh, baby. Davon Cook got a touchdown.
So I want to do the festive holidays that are coming up. We did Halloween. That was interesting. Thanksgiving. Personally, my favorite holiday because all you do is eat. That's what I'm really
Are you
good at.
guys going home for Thanksgiving?
I'm not. I'm working on Thanksgiving. What I'm getting is holiday pay and 8 hours of extra vacation.
Do you work the day before?
Yes.
Okay.
Friendsgiving.
Because I was going to say, like, normally for Thanksgiving, it's easier for me to just work the day after. I get off Thanksgiving. So, like, we'll go in the day after Thanksgiving, and we'll get, like, a half day. And we'll just do a breakfast potluck, and then we leave.
Oh, that's kind of cool.
Yeah. And it's, like, no vacation days were used.
You know, it'd be better just not going into work.
Yeah.
Yep.
But, I mean, we still have to go. Like, I mean, we're supposed to be in charge of freight. Like, what if they need to call someone?
Screw that. Who cares? I'm in healthcare. That's what they say, too. We need to have somebody on all the time. Do we really? Do we really? I work Christmas, too.
What's that?
In the week or something.
So, look like a giant.
You going for a runway?
Nah, I'm going to the grocery store.
Here you ran today.
I'm going to take a spot.
Yesterday, Wade wasn't doing much, and he snapped me and said,
I wasn't sitting at home drinking all day.
he snapped me, and he said, I feel like you. And I was like, oh, like, am I that unproductive?
I took a nap at 3:30 in the afternoon. I felt like you.
That's what it was, yeah.
Do not shit on people who take naps, man.
I didn't.
That's true. I feel like if you have a full-time job, if you have the opportunity to take a nap, you should definitely take it.
Yeah, I did.
I feel like it makes you a more productive person. It's all about how long your nap is, too. You take a 4-hour nap, that is awful. I've done
Half hour
those.
snooze, so I can stay up late.
Yeah, half hour's perfect. You feel more rejuvenated.
We gotta talk about it later. Remind me, we finished season 2 of Riverdale.
Riverdale?
I have 2 episodes left in season 3.
Thank you for not spoiling anything.
Isn't that the show about high school kids?
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
Extremely sexualized, horned up high school kids.
Also, like, just imagine the most dramatic kids from high school that were like I watched the musical episode. You're right. I want to blow.
Yeah, they all look like assholes.
I want to blow my brains out. And second off, no parenting pretty much exists in this. Like they just let their kids do whatever.
So why do you watch it? Just to make fun of it?
No, it's horrible.
It hooks you in.
Does it?
Yeah.
I get that.
I mean, at this point, it's just a show I watch with Nikki that we're both hooked on. And then, like, there's only one person I like in the show right now, and it's FP Jones, and that's it. Everyone else, I used to like Jughead and Archie, and then they're just trash.
Isn't it based off like an old ass comic?
Yeah, which makes no sense to
Yeah.
base it off that. Because that comic strip was just like people hanging out at the diner, which they do include in the show. But like, it was just them hanging out and like social commentary on today's world.
That is weird. It's like if they made Charlie Brown into like a drama series on HBO and everybody's like having sex. You'd be like, what is this?
You just created an SNL skit right there.
No! That would be funny. Do they even do comic strips in newspapers anymore?
Yeah.
Do they even have newspapers anymore?
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. My
Is
grandma.
that Ango? There you go.
Ravens touchdown.
Excuse me.
I was on the phone with my grandma and she said, "Oh, the newspaper subscription,
Nice and toasty now.
the newspaper subscription is so expensive here." And I was like, "If I was a nice grandson, I would pay for my grandma's newspaper subscription." She said,
Aw.
"It just gets more and more expensive because nobody buys it except us and this old folks."
How much is it?
No, I think
Probably like $1.
no. She pays for like the year subscription. I forget. It was like over $100,
Dang.
like $140 or something. I'm thinking, holy shit!
Well, that's like
I don't even
paper every day though.
I don't even
That's
pay that much for my PlayStation 4 and get a Plus, you know?
well, that's like $12 a month, probably. So
That's like Netflix.
it's like $4 a paper.
That's kind of, I don't know.
I mean, also you could just get a Kindle and say, "Here's your online subscription for
And that's
$5."
That's, I think, what a lot of newspapers want you to do. They want you to subscribe to their online service.
Because
Yeah, it's easy enough to print it.
printing papers cost money. Then you have to distribute them. Then yeah,
Bold move, jumping into the fans.
dude, it's been all day. The Ravens tight end tried to pull himself up, but he was like too big of a boy. He like got halfway into a pull up, and he's like, "I'm not making it."
So what's your favorite Thanksgiving dish?
My mom makes pumpkin pie for dessert for me.
Ooh,
Yeah,
homemade.
I mean that fits into any holiday, but as far as pies go, it's my favorite.
I feel like your mom can make a mean pumpkin pie.
It's pretty good. It's pretty good. She's a great cook. What's yours?
I always like stuffing. My grandma makes oyster stuffing.
You know what I like? The stuff they shove up the chicken.
Okay, fuck off. You gonna judge me?
Or turkey.
I like the things they shove in its ass. No, it's good. My grandma makes oyster stuffing. I saw
Oh.
Sean turned his nose up, but it's really good.
Oyster-
And you wouldn't expect it either
It's
because
delicious.
we're in a landlocked country. My aunt, from German descent, another landlocked state, ancestors, landlocked country. Why oysters?
That's
So
a lake thing.
I don't know what it is. I don't know.
Aren't oysters from lakes?
No.
Okay.
But-
What about mussels?
There are mountain oysters. Do you know what a mountain oyster is?
Yeah,
Bobby?
that's
Do you know what a hold on, Shannon? Do you know what a mountain oyster is?
Yeah.
Oh, everybody here knows. They're bull testicles.
Yeah. We actually have some back home in our freezer.
Yeah. No, thank you.
There's also long skin, or what's it called? What's the name for it? Pretty much the bull penis.
I didn't know people ate that, Bobby.
Well, it's
Outside of Fear Factory, I don't know.
it's something no one eats it in my household. It's just sitting in the freezer. It's,
Wow.
Why is it sitting in the freezer if no one eats it?
Because
I get that
I feel
because
like your parents are hiding something from you.
that's that country way of life. You don't throw anything away. You don't waste
yeah, because it
anything.
came from the butcher.
Because they could feed it to the dog. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like, yeah, throw it to scraps or something.
Like feet.
I remember watching.
Anything's
that
better than
episode
throwing
of
it,
Fear Factory.
ending up in a landfill.
Like when it comes to bull penises.
Well, here's my thing: mountain oysters. The only reason I would eat a bull testicle if it tasted like fucking phenomenal. You know what I mean?
But you wouldn't know that until you ate it.
Exactly. But
Would
if
you?
someone said like, I know it's gross, but it's not like it's a human testicle. It's just bull testicle. Just try it. And you
It's
bit
deep
into
fried.
it.
It'll probably taste good.
Yeah, you bit into
Put
it, and
some
it was
ranch
like
on it.
10 times better than a jalapeno pop or
That
some
sounds
shit.
really good. Just like some jalapeno ranch and deep fry
But I'm pretty sure they don't taste great. They just taste salty, and it feels like you're biting into a testicle. That's all it tastes.
that. It's
Like,
like,
there's no amazing taste to it or anything.
what did you think it tastes like? Testicles. That's what it tastes
It tastes like testicles. Why do you eat it? Because I feel like it's a thing because back in the day, it's from back in the day, like hundreds of years ago. And back then, they were just hungry, so they ate shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They'd eat it for the taste.
Well, I mean, like Native Americans wouldn't waste anything.
I've had cow brain.
How's that?
Not very good. They fry it. What's really good, you ever had cow tongue? I've literally gone to work with cow tongue sandwiches. Pickled cow tongue.
Nope.
See, the cow tongue is super rough, so you have to rip off the top layer and you eat the tongue underneath.
Oh.
It's actually kind of gross, but I don't know. Get used to it.
Yeah. My favorite thing to do, like when we went to Lancaster last with my family, we stopped by the Lancaster Market.
Amish market?
Well, I don't know if it's an Amish market, but there's Amish people there.
Yeah. It's just Lancaster, so yeah, kind of.
And there's everything there. Like there's anything you can put in a jar, it's there. And then, I mean, there's actually good stuff too. Surprisingly, like hipster stuff, like juices, like the wheatgrass shot juices were
Ooh.
there. So it was like
It's natural.
yeah.
Might be hipster, but it's natural.
Well, it's like I always expect like a hipster to like be like, oh, I'm on this wheatgrass cleanse, like.
Wheatgrass and lemon juice cleanse. Speaking of Lancaster, did you see Shady Maple? You know Shady Maple, right?
The donuts?
No, it's a huge buffet. All-you-can-eat buffet.
Oh, you've told me about it. I never went.
It's really good. You can eat there for free on your birthday. Every time I've gone, I had a great experience. Never gotten sick or anything. But I guess they failed an inspection. I didn't read the article. I just read the title of the article. So full disclosure, I don't know the whole story. Literally have not read the story. But the
This is 100% speculation.
yeah, pretty much. That's what I'm saying. Disclaimer. But the headline said because they didn't have soap in their soap dispenser in the bathroom, they failed the inspection. So that means while it was empty, everybody went into the bathroom and used the bathroom, did not wash their hands for however long it was empty.
I mean,
I'm assuming.
was there hand sanitizer?
I don't know, Bobby. I didn't read the story.
Okay.
But I love that place. It's like it's a huge buffet. Like there's different quadrants you can go to. Like here is like all the food from the east side of the country, and here's like all like seafood, and here's all it's amazing. And you show them your driver's license, like it's your birthday. Eat all this amazing, like really good food for free.
All right, so since they failed the inspection, is that enough to keep you from going back?
No, I'm still gonna go.
Yeah, it's like if you get sick from Taco Bell wings, you're gonna go.
It's like
back.
I think you were there when we ate White Castle, and we just did it for the experience. You know you're gonna get sick when you eat it. It's kinda...
Dude, I love White Castle, but you can buy them in grocery stores.
Yeah,
You
that's
go
not
to-
the same.
I didn't go with you to the actual White Castle. I've never been to a White Castle restaurant.
Okay, you weren't in the car. Then I
Mhm.
think it was Panda, me, Dingus, and someone else.
It's when you went to
Probably-
Michigan, right?
Yeah,
I didn't go to
It
Michigan.
wasn't me. I've been to a Crystal. It's the White Castle of the South.
What?
It's called Crystal.
But you can go to most grocery stores have them. You can go to the frozen section and get frozen White Castle burgers. You heat those up and eat those, your butt, you just shit like crazy, man.
I didn't make
It's
it out of
awful.
the restaurant
It's
before I
awful,
shit.
dude. It's so bad.
I ate
They
my
tasted great, but oh my gosh.
burgers, ate my fries, looked at them on the table and said, I'll be right back, and then went to the bathroom.
I feel like you need to.
But that's the full experience.
You need to get a
The
shake.
full experience.
You need to get like a chocolate shake in there. Clog you up a little.
Ew. Ew.
Get some cheese.
On that note,
Yeah, that took a turn
let's see.
with 20 seconds left.
Oh,
Well, this is part one of the November
Hangover Hangout raw and uncut. We're not going to edit this. It's just going to come out with all Bobby's pauses.
That pisses me off. What takes up the most on storage on there? Because it's
Yeah, like
Red Dead,
the shit you
probably.
never use.
Yeah.
Like Red Dead.
Well,
I
Red
love
Dead
Red
takes
Dead.
up so much.
look at the update for Red Dead. 13 gigabytes.
That's
How?
just online, too. Like, I don't even play online.
That happened to me with Call of Duty. I downloaded it, had enough, but there was an update. Couldn't update it without deleting half my stuff because
That's why I got an 8 terabyte external hard drive. Did I tell you that, Bob?
Do you up for your
My mom got it for my birthday. I told her, Mom, I kind of feel childish for you to buy me a video game and an external hard drive for my PlayStation. But then again, it is expensive, and I would rather you buy it than me. 8 terabytes.
for your PlayStation?
Yeah, dude.
Oh my god.
I'm downloading all the games now.
That's on my list of.
You're mixing that?
It's just.
Super diluted. Let me try that. I remember that. You're still in like college drinking mode. I'm in adult drinking mode, man drinker now. But in college I mixed everything. Now I just drink it straight or with a couple ice cubes, like a fucking man.
Went from the guy at 11 o'clock in the morning was drinking a. He's either a White Claw or a.
Ooh, White Claw.
What's the other seltzer? Yeah, 11 o'clock in the morning, so I ran out of seltzer to drink. So, like, you work in a couple hours.
I saw another ad for another
Don't judge.
White Claw
Don't
type
judge.
company, and I was like,
I'll shut up for you.
White Claw lost their stranglehold on this market already. And
So,
There's no laws when you're drinking claws.
if we're going to do a controversial half hour, welcome to the Hangover Hangout controversial half hour. If you're listening to this, our standards of what we should put on the air or put on, not on the air, on the net have dropped dramatically. Epstein.
Did he kill himself? I love that.
You showing each other memes?
no, it's the guard for the Colts scored a touchdown. It got called back, but he did a keg stand for the celebration, and Bud Light was like celebration of the year.
Free Bud Light.
So Jeffrey Epstein
Jeffrey Epstein,
was a man.
who owned a pedophile island.
Was it an island?
Yeah, it was an island.
Mm-hmm.
Island slash
Just by
compound
yourself.
type thing.
Figure it out. Then no, I'll get figure it out.
So, yeah, pretty much just pimp for child molesters.
Pretty much. And
Like,
took
how
20
powerful child was.
Took
It's not like the
26
weird guy in the corner of your street. Like,
Yeah.
took 26 flights with Bill Clinton. 26.
that's insane. With the Secret Service and all them people, like,
Let's say a flight on average, this is a short flight, 2 hours. 2 hours, 20, like, holy shit, that's 52 hours. That's over a weekend. You don't spend over an entire weekend with somebody.
that's just on flights. That's not even what they spent once they got to their destination.
Who knows what they did when they got to the destination?
Nobody will ever know.
And
Most people have an idea.
That was a small private plane, right? Or
Yeah, it wasn't like they took Southwest.
well, I mean, like that's
Next stop, pedophile island.
I'm thinking someone just like went back and tracked all the times like Bill Clinton flew Southwest and was like on the same flight with Jeffrey Epstein, and it was like, look how many times they flew together, just putting strings together on a giant conspiracy theory. But so he killed himself was the official report.
Yes, and then the medical examiner
You know-
said,
You know who hired that medical examiner? So the initial
I don't.
medical examiner was like, yes, he killed himself. Then his brother, Epstein's brother, hired a famous medical examiner who I guess did a show on HBO where he would do
"Oh,
autopsies.
the autopsy guy."
yeah. And his brother hired that guy. He's the one who said, like, this dude was strangled.
Well, here's the thing. So when I heard the story and they're saying like the cameras in the cell went out and all this stuff, like it doesn't just happen. Like,
Play a real match.
Yeah.
it's very convenient for the cameras in one cell of the most high-profile inmate that jail has to just randomly go out.
Yeah.
And then he randomly kills himself. Like, you're not going to tell him that the cameras are out if they were out. So it's all fishy. And I think they offered the jail guards a plea deal to get out of it and just keep it quiet. And they're not taking it. That's the last time.
I think you're our expert witness now, since you're a prison guard. Sean's our expert witness for the Epstein talk here today, ladies and gentlemen. He's been there.
Not witness, but
Yeah, not witness. I'm not trying to disappear.
That's what they call it. That's what they call it in court. If you're an expert witness, you weren't expert.
Yeah.
What do they call it?
Just an expert.
Expert testimony.
Yeah.
Yeah, expert. Yeah.
When they have someone who wasn't actually there, but someone who's like, I know what tire marks look like, and these look like they were going fast.
My stepdad had to do that once for something mechanical. And
You guys ever been to jury duty?
I almost did, but
The guy I work with got out of it. Said he had his shits, and they're like, okay.
what?
He said, I have diarrhea, can't go. He was going to go because for the company I work for, which will not be named, if you get jury duty when you work for my company, they actually, jury duty, you have to take time off, and then they pay you
$7 a day or something.
Yeah. What my company does is they cover the difference, so you still get paid the same amount. I was like, that's kind of cool. So the guy I work for,
mine does that too.
Yeah, the guy I work for was like, yeah, I'll do it. And then one of his days off is Monday, and they called him in on a Monday. He's like, I'm not going to jury duty on a day off. No way. So he just told me the shits.
I went and I didn't get selected for any, but I saw a bunch of people leave.
I would just say the most off-the-wall shit until they decided to not select me.
Yeah. But back to Jeffrey.
Back to Jeff.
Back to old Jeff.
You can't just it's very convenient, as you point out, for just the cameras to go off at the right time, and he killed himself right before we were about to accuse him, and he could have gave names, and it's like.
My question is, why hasn't Trump jumped on this bandwagon? Why hasn't he used it to be
enough.
Yeah, exactly. He could be Epstein didn't kill himself.
That's because I heard from another podcast I was watching.
By who? Which one?
Joe Rogan's.
That's my favorite.
They had he just did one with a guy from the media yesterday or something.
Yeah, I was watching that.
And he was talking about it. It's like, this isn't just a Democrat thing. That's
bipartisan.
why no one's reporting it, because he goes, well, Fox News wants to only report things that are bad for Democrats, good for Republicans. MSNBC does the opposite. So this is bad for both of them. Nobody wants to touch it. So that's probably why Trump's not touching it. And Trump knew Epstein, and
you're blue, I guess.
Trump's probably not innocent in this either.
Because Trump has a house in Florida,
you're
which is in the West Palm Beach, Florida, which I vacationed there once. Pretty nice. But, you go on tours there, and they take you down the river, and they point out all the famous people from up north, that have just summer houses there that live literally next door to each other, which doesn't mean much because they have the highest shrubbery
ever, too blue and
blocking their neighbors. And it's like they share a port. If they were both casting off at the same time, they'd be like, oh, howdy, neighbor. It's just not they were neighbors, they were friends. It's like, how many times were you friends with your neighbors? It's like they're your neighbors.
Right. But he knew the guy, so he's not innocent. He wants to distance himself as much probably as he can.
Yeah, so, also there was a golf course we went past, and just to be a member that year, you have to donate, an asinine amount. It's it's well into the thousands. It's I think it's up into 100,000 you have to donate just to be a member of this golf course.
I don't think that's called donating. That's called paying your dues.
Right, and it's that's a little what do they do with this money? No, it only takes you've been to a golf course. It doesn't take that much to maintain it. Are they holding it? I suppose accounts, maybe, but you never know. What's next on our controversial?
Jesus.
What if,
Tis the season.
that he was a white man living in the Middle East?
He wasn't white. Why were all the apostles like John, Luke, Mark,
Peter.
The fuck is that? They'd be like Yosef. No, it's
Yosef.
Yosef.
And
Yusuf.
Joseph.
Huh? There wasn't a Joseph?
No, it was.
Achmir.
Jesus' father.
Yeah, I doubt his name was Joseph. They're in the Middle East 2,000 years ago. His name was probably like Yukuf.
They probably
Some
couldn't
shit like
pronounce
that.
his name, so they just like,
Yeah,
we'll call
yeah.
him Joe.
It was probably Yukuf or some shit like that.
You know,
And
when
how
you
about-
meet when you go to an Asian restaurant and the waiter comes up, like, my name's Sarah. Like, no, it's not.
I get calls like that at work. Hello, my name is Bill. I am calling in to check on the claim status from an authorization. It's like, hi, Bill.
You don't have to lie to me.
You know what that
Bill.
reminds me of? Because I literally just played it Friday for one of my coworkers because she was going on about the same thing because we do a lot of stuff on the phone. Do you remember that PSA about
Do you have the boost?
racial discrimination for housing?
Boost.
Where the dude's just calling in and he says, it's a white guy, he's on the phone and he's doing all these different accents. He's like, hi, I'm Terrell Williams. And like,
Oh, that's a bit.
and like they wouldn't do it. And like, well, as previously stated in the show, I cannot do accents. So I was trying to do the least of an accent. But like he'll do an Asian accent. He goes through like, I have a wheelchair. Is it wheelchair accessible? And like the person says, no, the unit's no longer available. And then he calls in. He's like, hi, I'm Jeff Smith. And they're like, oh, okay, you can come see the place. Like,
Oh, wow.
yeah. So I mean, that was a PSA that it was some Washington D.C. Committee, I guess, passed, but it was like the Committee for Equal Housing, something. I don't know. I'd have to watch it again.
Equal rights for handy disabled people.
But
Handy abled. Differently abled. Still capable of doing things, but different things, people. That's what they say, little
Whatever
people.
the politically correct term is.
Little peoples.
yeah, like
Midgets.
the term handicap,
Midgets. They don't like it when you call them midgets, Sean.
I don't care.
they're hysterical.
Can we talk about how Christmas has absolutely nothing to do with the birth of Jesus?
It doesn't.
Absolutely nothing.
Actually,
Keep
Jesus
the Christ in Christmas.
was actually born.
There was never any Christ in
Jesus
Christmas.
was actually born in the summer.
Yeah, like June or something.
Yeah.
June, July or something.
No, I thought it was like late spring, early summer.
Yeah, where do you think
June,
Christmas
July.
in July comes from?
Christmas in July.
So like where the North Star was at.
do you know
like,
why they have it on Christmas now?
Because of pagan rituals.
Yep, 1,000 years ago they were trying to convert people up in like Gaul and the UK that were still kind of like Viking people, which they considered pagans, and they were trying to convince them to become Christians. So they made a compromise. Said, okay, instead of switching around all your holidays, we'll still let you celebrate on the same days you've always been celebrating. Just make it now. It's about somebody else's. It's about this guy's birth. Like, okay, as long as we can still get drunk on this day,
Oh, and
I'm fine with it.
we still get to chop down a tree and put presents underneath it?
Yeah, that has absolutely nothing to do with Jesus' birth. That's why they had to create the whole like Saint Nick thing. Like, what? Where did that? They had to like bridge it somehow.
He's a very sketchy dude.
And where the fuck did the bunnies come from in Easter?
in the eggs.
Yeah, the eggs.
Yeah,
Why
okay.
does an egg come from a bunny?
Why does the bunny...
The fuck is this?
Why does the bunny have the egg? Whose hen house did he rob? If anything, he should be
Jesus.
arrested.
Who's that bunny been fucking?
You know, bunnies will actually eat each other. There are certain types of bunnies that are carnivorous.
That's like from Monty Python and the Holy Grail.
It's one of my favorite movies.
Is that actually true though?
Yeah, it is. Look it up.
Did you see the episode of South Park where they did the whole Easter thing?
No.
I remember the mascot one where it's like the sad panda, and then they like go to the island of throwing away mascots, and like the Easter Bunny was there or whatever.
They did one with the Easter Bunny, and they said the reason why the Easter Bunny is part of Easter is because that's why the Pope has such big hats so they can hide his ears, his bunny ears.
I don't know if I buy it. The Easter Bunny is probably one of the most creepiest holiday mascots out there, though.
I always liked Easter because I had an uncle who made good money and just decided he was going to give out Easter presents. Did you ever get Easter presents? Or you just get chocolate?
We would get like an Easter basket. My mom would put like a bunch of candy and stuff in it, and then we get like one gift in the basket.
Yeah, like that's very good too.
Because we're not like a video game.
It's free
or,
play.
like,
Your mom's Catholic, right?
yeah.
My mom is too,
You want to play?
and that's how
You don't like
Catholic
it?
families roll. They're like,
And they hid the Easter baskets, and then
it's like
you had to find them.
it's like
Remember one year I couldn't find mine, so I started crying, thinking the Easter Bunny didn't give me anything.
it's like 90% of the year we're gonna live like we're in poverty. When if it's a holiday, we're going all out. But you ever see Donnie Darko?
Yes, I love Donnie Darko. I want to watch that with Shannon because she likes horror movies and it's creepy as fuck.
The Dark Bunny in that?
Yeah.
They made one in Pocket Morty's. If you ever played that, it's Rick and Morty. But
Did they really?
yeah, it was
I
like
played Pocket Mortys, but after a while it gets a little repetitive.
it was my favorite Pocket Morty. It was like a Donnie Darko like Pocket Morty, but I think they just called him Bunny Morty. And like he had like the black ears and everything, and I was like, yeah, this would be like if the Easter Bunny was real. It would just be
That'd be terrifying. Because, yeah, if you actually saw like a life-size bunny, you'd be like, what the heck is this? Oh, I jumped over it.
I think man's natural instinct would be to kill
To kill it.
it.
You get some redneck down south that thinks it's bunny season.
He's like, look at that bunny! We're gonna kill it.
Yeah, this is kind of gross, Bobby. I don't know why I decided, I'll try that.
Yeah, I was wondering why you wouldn't just take a sip of his first before you
LaCroix mineral water
I'm
mixed with actual good whiskey.
I'm actually enjoying it.
Oh, I'm terrible at this.
Did Shannon give up?
She did.
Shannon gave up on Rocket League, which is what Zeb's playing now.
Yeah, defense. All right, I should stop playing this on the podcast. She'll take over.
Rocket League is the greatest game that ever came to Xbox because they stopped developing couch co-op games. It's the only couch co-op game left, pretty much.
There's a couple left. Did you play that? What's it called? A Way Out. I played it for a little bit. It's the only way you can play it is multiplayer. You can't play it
that
by
prison
yourself.
one. Yeah, maybe
I was gonna say, didn't
Prison
you guys
Break,
play
yeah.
it? How was that?
I still never beat it.
we got out of prison. We just didn't.
It's
We
cool.
were out. We were driving or something.
If you buy most people download it, but if you buy the disc version of it, I could have you play with me or another person play with me who didn't actually buy the game.
Yeah.
It's pretty sweet. So I had a friend of mine play it with me. He never actually had to buy it. So that's how they got to sell it to a bunch of people. It was pretty cool.
So here's what Joey and I do. A little controversial. Microsoft, if you're listening, close your ears. Joey and I made each other's Xboxes our home. So if I downloaded a game, he gets it on his Xbox.
Yeah, you could do that with PlayStation too.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay. So, I mean, pretty much it's just like
That's what Sean and I should do, but we still haven't.
Wait, what is it?
so Joey made his Xbox my home. So it's like when I buy a game and download it, the Xbox is like, oh, Joey bought this game and downloaded it, and Joey now has access to it on his Xbox, which is now my home. And if he downloads a game, I have access to
We
it.
could do that with our PlayStation. So every game you get, I get, and every game I get, you get.
Oh, we should definitely do that.
But I don't think it works for the disc ones. It has to be
don't
downloaded
buy
from
disc.
the internet.
Yeah,
I don't buy
yeah.
disc games anymore anyway.
Yeah, I have a few, but like I have a bunch of Ghost Recon Breakpoint. You might not want to play it now, but like a couple of years down the road, you're like, oh, that's right, I still have access to this because
Did you watch the new Rick and Morty?
I did. Did you? Yeah, that was good. I liked it. A lot of people were like, it's not the same. I was like, no, that was hilarious. Rick showing up as a shrimp, a fascist shrimp.
There's pretty much every freeze frame of that episode is a meme now, because like my favorite is the teddy bear Rick.
Oh, yeah.
And he sees
Go to bed, Rick.
he sees the fascist teddy bear Rick staring at him. He's like, nope. And then he just like he takes a moment and then he just bangs his head into the glass and kills himself. It was a great episode. I mean, I like to think Rob Schraub had a lot to do with that because he's
Who
been
the fuck's that?
yeah, he's one of Dan Harmon's friends. He's been writing recently with them, and he has a box of just B-roll. So I feel like they've talked about it on Harmontown before, where it's just like they get into Nazis and whatnot. And if you ever listen to Rob Schraub, he just starts screaming, and it's kind of funny. He's just like, "Well, Dan, you see, the thing is."
You know what else is hot right now? Disney Plus. Disney Plus and Thrust.
So much better than
Instead of
Netflix and chill.
Instead of Netflix and chill, it's Disney Plus and Thrust.
It's-
But here's my thing. Everybody, all these memes are coming out.
It sounds better than Netflix and chill.
It's more straight to the point.
I like conspiracy theories. I don't just automatically buy into them, but I do like them. I think memes are controlled by the man. You know, they're doing the Epstein don't kill himself. Some government agency made
They're letting it happen at least.
Yeah, exactly. And then
Just
hit back. Hit B. Get out of things. But I think they're doing that with the net. Like Disney is controlling the memes now. They have somebody on, somebody doing. Let's instead of Netflix and chill, it's Disney Plus and Thrust. Look here, okay. Netflix is still pretty fucking awesome. They have great original content, and yes, I'm watching Disney Plus on my girlfriend's account because no Disney. I did not steal her account. I just go to her place and watch it. But let's give Netflix some love, okay? They started this whole
They
thing.
have enough love.
No, they do not.
What do you mean? It's the happiest
What-
place on the world.
What I'm saying is, no, not Disney.
Not Disney and Netflix.
Netflix.
Give
Give Netflix some love.
I thought
Not
you said,
Disney.
I thought you said give Disney. All right, my bad. Netflix new show, new season that I've been binge watching. End of the fucking world.
It's the end of the fucking world. I love that show, dude. Great soundtrack too.
Right?
Yeah, amazing.
I made the first season, and then second season, I wasn't sure where it was going. Wade, my roommate, didn't even watch the first season, and I started watching it. He's like, I had to pause it, and he's like, I don't want to be annoying, but I'm really interested in the show.
Yeah, what's
now."
going on?
Yeah.
Second season was definitely good, but it wasn't as good as the first one. I feel like the pacing in the first one was better, and I don't think that they prepared for a second season.
Well, they only have so much time.
It was still good. Still
Yeah.
definitely worth a watch. And I like how they brought a third character in Bonnie, because without that, it kind of would have been kind of lame.
Oh, she annoys me.
I like Bonnie. I liked how fucking nuts she is.
I want her to die.
She will. She will. You need to play defense, babe. They're fucking you up.
Please just
Look, he literally just went
work on your own podcast.
He just
please.
went
Thank you.
and scored. Like, you need to work on your Rocket League skills. And you're just sitting there. Anyway, I watched The Mandalorian. There's only 2 episodes out right now. I'm waiting for Bill Burr to show up because that's gonna
He's
be
in
good. Bill Burr is in Mandalorian.
All right.
He was on a podcast talking about it. He's like, yeah, I'm in it. Yeah, it's gonna be pretty nice. And I forget what podcast it was. They're like, why are you in all these?
That was a good Bill Burr.
Why are you in all these legendary shows? Like, he was in Breaking Bad. I just rewatched it to watch El Camino.
he was he was with the fat dude.
Yeah, his name's Kubi.
Yeah.
Which, by the way, his name's Huel, the fat dude. He lost a bunch of weight. He's actually pretty regular size.
Well, I saw him on.
He's like regular size chubby.
I feel like he was in like My Name Is Earl or something. He was in other stuff too. But
Yeah, but he's like healthier now. And but yeah, so Bill Burr's in Breaking Bad and The Mandalorian. And I'm telling you, Mandalorian's amazing. I've only watched an hour and 20 minutes of it, and I'm telling you, it's gonna save the Star Wars franchise.
All right.
Yeah, because that's really hurting for money and fame.
Okay,
About 6 minutes.
well, shit on Star Wars. You find another podcast.
About 6 minutes left. Last controversial topic.
All right, let's do it. 6 minutes. We barely even talked about God, but
Let's say we didn't really hit any controversial topic.
I feel like Bobby just steered us away from that. Nope. Mom might hear this at some point. Turn away from that. What else can we talk about? We talked a little bit about politics with Epstein. What else? Money, sex. Talk about sex.
We talked about Jesus wasn't there, and it was like just pretty much
We did talk about Christmas.
I was just grazing over the surface, really.
What's another controversial subject? Quick, Shannon, you're a woman. Rape. We can talk about rape.
Jesus
Do not
Jesus
talk about
Christ.
We can talk about rape culture.
I'm out.
Toxic masculinity. See? They cower with me just mentioning it. I actually didn't have any material. I just thought of something controversial. You're mere mortals. You're not men. I'm just kidding. I have no points. I have no actual good points on rape.
See, what Zeb won't tell you is he was secretly hoping we would all say, no fucking way are we talking about that. Because right now he's sitting in striking distance of his girlfriend.
No, I mean, I'm not enough of a comedic genius like Dave Chappelle or someone like that who can come up with something that's about rape and also funny. Like Dave Chappelle, did you hear the last,
Yeah.
not his most recent Netflix special, but the one before that?
Yeah.
He was talking about Bill Cosby and rape.
Yeah.
He made rape funny. I swear to God.
Jim Jeffries did that, made the Bill Cosby funny too.
And that's the thing. If it's funny enough, did you hit that in?
Yeah.
Way to go, babe. If it's funny enough, people will not get outraged about it. But I'm not good enough to make a joke about rape. It'll make you forget that it's about rape. So we're just gonna go away from that. I think the best joke we made about rape was the alien comment from the last episode.
Oh.
That I've re-listened to that conversation. I think it starts at 45 minutes into episode 3 of this podcast.
We had an epiphany.
We were talking about the Alien movie. Oh my, dude, I laughed so hard. And I kept laughing when I re-listened to it. I was like, Bobby said, I like the movie Alien. And I said, I don't know, is it really horror? And Bobby's like, what's more scary than being trapped with something that could kill you and impregnate you? And I just look over at my girlfriend, and we all start chuckling. I'm like, is this what women feel?
Every date they go on.
Every first date? It's like, oh, he's kind of cute, but he might bash my brains in.
It's a fine line they took.
So yeah, that's all we have to say about rape.
Don't rape.
Don't rape. If you're under 18,
Even if you're over 18.
before the age of 21.
I was going to say, what happens at 18?
We are not condoning rape before the age of 18. Or after, to be clear.
Sean, how often do prison rapes happen?
There you go. We can talk about prison rapes. Everybody's. Yeah.
Like probably like once a year.
Since I've been at
I'm just rimming. I've actually asked them these questions. They're terribly fascinating.
our place, and since I've started working there, there's only been like maybe 1 or 2 instances people claiming that.
1 or 2 more than there need to be.
And even if they claim it,
I mean, yeah, well, if you claim, you got to investigate and all that kind of stuff. But
you're not sure.
you know what the whole
Do you get rape kitted? Do they put like swabs up their butts? Be like, definitely a penis
if
in
it
here.
comes to it, yeah, we can. I mean, same thing that would happen if you went to someone to the hospital on the outside and family got raped. We still have to take,
Yeah.
we still have our
crazy.
procedures we have to do.
Yeah.
But I'm sure when you go to, like, I've heard people talk up at like state prisons and stuff, happens a lot more often.
State penitentiaries.
Yeah, when people are there for years and years at a time. They have the old saying, "Gay for the stay."
Gay for the stay.
So we say at the psych hospital.
You say that at a children's psychiatric inpatient hospital?
Sure do.
That's
for the
fucking
stay.
sad.
That
It's
makes more.
true.
That make more sense because these teens are just horny and they're looking for something.
I don't know.
Babe, you gotta play defense.
Honey, stop.
They're going to penetrate your
Please.
goal
Please
against
stop.
your will. They're going to penetrate that goal. You need to defend yourself a little bit more.
Mm. So
Playing
that's what
Rocket
it's
League.
about, then,
Talking
is
Rocket
defense. I should have brought my pepper spray.
I mean,
I should have worn my.
there-
Hit B.
I don't know which one B is.
The red one. There you go.
there should be no need for someone to have to play
Defend
defense
themselves.
for their goal. Yeah.
That's right, Bobby.
This culture
We get
we live
it.
in.
We get it. You're a feminist, Bob.
I'm just a person. Tries not to hurt other people. Anyways, this has been a controversial
We didn't even get
hour.
that. We might actually be able to publish it because we didn't get that controversial.
It's
Bobby's like, you did say rape like 40 times. I'm pretty
That was
sure.
only in the last like minute and a half, so you're good.
I'm pretty sure we should probably not publish this. Anyway,
Talk about
Till next time.
until next time, aka tomorrow when TZ's here.